In the clinical dissection of a societal collapse, the trajectory of failure is no longer a theoretical simulation. It is a visceral reality. As the kinetic exchange between Israel and Iran escalates into a global flashpoint, and the shadow of World War III stretches across the American landscape, the sirens you hear are not a drill. Recent reports of targeted strikes on domestic infrastructure and the rising body count in urban centers are merely symptoms of a systemic failure that has already begun. While billionaires like Zuckerberg retreat to hardened compounds in Kauai, you are left navigating a dying grid with the most vulnerable cargo imaginable: your children. In a forensic collapse, your standard parental instinct is your greatest enemy. The urge to scream, to shield, or to run blindly is a biological liability that will get your unit terminated. In the forensic reality of survival, raw instinct is the first casualty. If you have not memorized the clinical protocol I am about to deliver, your family is nothing more than a pending statistic in a structural coffin. This is the technical manual to ensure your bloodline survives the kinetic fracture. Unit 1. Biological regulation. The grid is a corpse, and the first organ to rot is your composure. Before you touch a supply bag or monitor a news feed, you must regulate your own central nervous system. Children are biological mirrors. They do not process the external crisis. They process your cortisol levels. A panicking child is a frozen asset, a biological liability that can paralyze your entire evacuation. If they scream or refuse to move during a high-velocity extraction, your survival window closes permanently. The protocol requires 3 clinical breaths. This is a non-negotiable biological reset. Use a low, steady frequency in your voice. No wasted emotion, no frantic explanations, and absolutely no promises you cannot mathematically keep. Deploy high-authority commands only. Tell them we are moving. Tell them to listen to your voice, and tell them to do exactly as you say. Your tone is the primary piece of survival hardware in your inventory. If you lose control of your voice, you lose control of the unit. Unit 2. The functional shift. In a systemic collapse, a frightened passenger is a liability, but an active team member is a resource. You must assign specific biological utility to every member of your family immediately to prevent a total psychological fracture. For your youngest children, those between 4 and 7 years old, you must designate them as the guardian of the gear. Assign them one small, manageable backpack and give them a singular rule of existence: never release it. This creates a neural anchor that prevents them from wandering in a chaotic environment. For those aged 8 to 12, their function shifts to the tether. Their primary job is to maintain a physical lock on a younger sibling's hand, never releasing that grip regardless of fire, noise, or external chaos. Your teenagers must be integrated into logistics and signal operations. They are responsible for monitoring emergency radio frequencies or carrying the primary medical utility. By assigning these roles, you are manually shifting their brain function from the amygdala to the prefrontal cortex. You are not playing a game. You are maintaining the functional integrity of your group against the pressure of attrition. Unit 3. The value inversion and the utility bag. When the kinetic fracture occurs, the traditional economy dies instantly. Gold is heavy, and luxury watches are merely decorative metal. Practical utility is the only currency that will buy you another hour of life. If the evacuation window is less than 60 seconds, you grab the child's bag, not your own. Your adult requirements can be scavenged or improvised from the ruins of the old world, but a child's specific biological needs cannot be replaced. Their bag must contain a 72-hour caloric supply that they will actually consume, as the body cannot process unfamiliar food under high stress. You must also include essential medications and a comfort item to reduce cortisol levels and keep them functional. Most critically, you must possess the reunion card. Every child must have a laminated physical card in their outer pocket containing your name, a secondary contact located at least 500 miles away, and a unique family identifier. In the chaos of 2026, digital signals will be the first thing to be harvested or killed. This card is the only forensic thread that reconnects your family if the unit is severed. Write it tonight, or accept the mathematical probability of permanent separation. Unit 4. Kinetic communication. Standard communication protocols suffer from 90% attrition during a systemic failure. Noise, adrenaline, and the shock waves of kinetic impacts create a barrier that normal speech cannot penetrate. You require a family code word, a single, distinct term that triggers an immediate, non-negotiable response. When that word is broadcast, there is no debate, no questions, and no hesitation. There is only execution. Furthermore, you must drill a freeze command. In a kinetic environment, movement is what makes you a target. A child who can remain perfectly still and silent on command is a child who survives an encounter with hostile elements. Practice these as clinical drills, not games. Muscle memory is the only thing that remains functional when the sirens begin their final descent. Unit 5. Velocity control. Your biological instinct will scream at you to sprint. The physics of survival requires you to move with intent. A family running in blind panic is a system waiting to break. A family moving at a controlled, deliberate pace stays oriented and maintains its defensive perimeter. If a child is under 5 years of age, they are not a pedestrian, they are cargo. They must be secured to your back or in your arms. They do not run beside you. Full stop. The velocity of your entire unit is dictated by its slowest component. Plan your evacuation trajectory based on their stride, not yours. To move too fast is to invite a structural collapse of the group. To move correctly is to reach the rally point alive. Avoid the structural coffin of the highway system. Vehicles are traps when the grid dies and the traffic becomes a graveyard of steel. Unit 6. Information attrition. In a conflict environment, misinformation is a kinetic weapon designed to trigger mass hysteria. The digital landscape will be flooded with unverified footage of bombings and atrocities intended to paralyze the population. Cut the feed. Remove all access to social media and mobile devices for your children immediately. Exposure to secondary trauma through a screen will impair their ability to follow life-saving instructions and cooperate with the unit. Provide only age-appropriate, functional data. Tell them there is danger, tell them we have a specific plan, and tell them we are moving to safety. Do not lie, as that creates a future failure of trust, but do not overwhelm their processing capacity. Controlling the information environment is as vital as controlling the physical one. Unit 7. The final calculation and reunion protocol. Separation is the most probable failure point in an urban kinetic scenario. Most families are completely unprepared for this because the thought is too heavy to carry. Carry it now, or you will carry the weight of their loss forever. You must establish 3 specific points tonight. First, define a primary rally point, a specific physical landmark known to every member. Second, establish a backup rally point, located in a different geographic direction in case the primary is unreachable. Finally, designate the hub, An out-of-area contact, a relative or friend living hundreds of miles away who acts as a central information node. Your children must memorize the hub's contact number. Not saved in a cloud, not stored in a phone, it must be burned into their neural pathways. Digital devices are fragile, memory is resilient. If you are not drilling these locations and numbers at the dinner table once a month, you are not a protector, you are a witness to your own failure. The final verdict. The parents who survive the coming fracture are not the strongest or the loudest, they are the most technically prepared. Most of you watching this will do nothing. You will tell yourselves that the system will hold, that the bombs will fall elsewhere, and that luck will be your shield. It won't. The machine of collapse does not recognize your hopes. The complete family emergency manifest, categorized by age and utility, is already available in the next log. Watch it, apply the data, or don't. The machine is coming, and it has no room for your excuses. Subscribe to survive. This is the last log.